Yo, what's good? I think Michael Jordan is the greatest shooting guard of all time. He's number one for sure, all time. Let's get in the video.
After watching every episode of The Last Dance, many might feel inspired, motivated, and hungry for greatness and success. 20 plus years since Michael Jordan hit the last shot with the Chicago Bulls, the 98 finals, still the highest rated finals game in NBA history. Throughout the 70 plus years of the National Basketball Association, Jordan is widely regarded as the greatest player of all time, his legacy even greater to this day.
Yeah, because he was undefeated in the NBA Finals and he won six and he never lost. Some would say if he didn't retire and went to go play baseball, he could have easily had like 8 or 9 championships because he retired in what 98, 99. He for sure could have won it. Well, Hakeem won those two. Some would say Jordan could have won those two. Could have won those two. So shit, I mean Jordan is all time great. Shit, I mean he never went to a game 7. So shit, he's on another level.
How's it going, guys? My name's Wilson. MJ has accomplished things that are out of this world. His greatness and performance speaks for itself. With that said, here are 23 Michael Jordan records that will never be broken. 6-0 in the NBA Finals, alongside 6 Finals MVPs. As the leader of the team, the only players to have won more rings with a perfect Finals record, Tom Sanders, Casey Jones, John Havlicek, and Robert Horry, 3 of them with the Boston Celtics. Teammate Scottie Pippen was always the second option under Mike, the undisputed leader and captain of the Bulls teams. Compared to all the other greats, Kobe Bryant went 5-2 in the finals, Tim Duncan 5-1, having 6 finals MVPs, the most all time. Jordan was by far the best player. Every one of those series wasn't even a question. Never outscored in the final series, rejected championships to his superstar opponents. A lot of Hall of Famers were prevented from winning because of MJ's dominance. The second most finals MVPs, currently a 4-way tie between Duncan, LeBron, Magic.
Shit, Jordan got 6. Oh, these are finals MVP. Shit. Yeah, but I mean he's up there. Like he's the best shooting guard of all time. You know what I mean? Like shit, it's not even a question. Shit, and they call him Black Jesus for a reason. Black Cat and all type of shit. You know what I mean?
Shaq, 10-time scoring champion, the best scorer in NBA history. It's almost impossible for any player to manage winning this many scoring titles, let alone...
Damn, 37.1. Damn, nah, shit. He put up numbers, boy. But shit. But when he started getting Phil Jackson and when Scottie Pippen became Scottie Pippen, and together they start dominating the league and shit. He never lost in the NBA Finals, so shit. It's on another level on some shit.
Own half of Jordan's, even some of the top 5 scorers all time. Kobe Bryant only has 2, Kevin Durant 4. The only player to come close, Wilt Chamberlain in the 60s, 7 straight seasons. In an era where there wasn't as many teams, Wilt never won a title in any of those seasons. If Jordan would have retired in his prime, without question, he would have won 12 total. Unless there is a human cheat code, this record will hold forever. The most points per game in NBA history, 30.1, slightly ahead of Wilt Chamberlain, and that's even counting his 2 Wizards years. Just counting his Bulls years alone, 31.5 points. If he decided to fully walk away at 35, Jordan and Wilt are in a class of their own. It's almost impossible for future superstars to sustain a 30-point career average unless they retire in their primes. The only other player besides MJ and Wilt with more than 3 scoring titles, Allen Iverson, Kevin Durant, and George Gervin, each with 4. The most points per game in the playoffs. With all his great scoring accomplishments, many teams don't tend to play as hard in the regular season. But Jordan won up his game during winning time, averaged an astonishing 33.4 points postseason. Insanely impressive. In today's free scoring style, players can easily score more points, but reaching Jordan's status, almost impossible. A couple players might average over 30 points in some postseason runs, but doing so 12 of his 13 seasons, making the playoffs, absolutely insane. The only year he didn't average 30 in the playoffs, his rookie season, 29.3 points against...
Shit. But yeah, shit, he made it to the playoffs his rookie year. Shit, LeBron never did that. Shit, Kyrie Irving never did that. Shit. Kevin Love never did that. Shit. I don't think Chris Bosh haven't either. Shit. So I mean, shit. Jordan, undefeated, man. Undefeated, man. He never lost. Won 6. Always had that killer instinct. That's always gonna be right above LeBron because he had that killer instinct. LeBron never really had it. He can do it, but Jordan always had it. Kobe always had it. That's what Jordan was always on another level than LeBron.
The Bucks going up against two-time Defensive Player of the Year, Sidney Moncrief. The most points per game in an NBA Finals series, 1993, 41 points on 51% shooting, a 4-2 win against the Phoenix Suns. To maintain that level of greatness for consecutive games is unheard of. Many times a superstar might drop 50 in a postseason game, but their next game will be forgotten since it will be nowhere near as high. After a 42-point Game 2 win, Jordan worked his magic, 44 in Game 3, bounced back with 55 in Game 4, followed by 41 in Game 5, destroyed anybody who dared guard him. Whether it was Dan Marley, Richard Dumas, Danny Ainge, it didn't matter. An extraordinary output, drawing an era built on defense. Very unlikely a player will average 40 in a final series, especially winning the finals. Outscoring 269 of his 270 playoff opponents, over 99.6% of them in all his title years or late 80s, whether it was in the first round or the finals. Every series, Jordan dominated and averaged more points than any one of his opponents. Besides his rookie season, where Bucks forward Terry Cummings averaged 29.5 points, just 0.2 points more than Jordan during the 85 first-round series. From then on, MJ always got the best of his opponents, even the best scorers that came after him. Shaquille O'Neal was the first option during Kobe's younger years. LeBron even got outscored by Jason Terry in the finals. Kevin Durant's also been outscored a couple series as well.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, and Kevin Durant, man, I mean, shit. You know what I mean? Like, he played inconsistent last playoffs. That's what I'm saying. Like, he played inconsistent, relying on Devin Booker and shit. Like, you know, I mean, you didn't have nobody on your team, but still, like, and LeBron, see, you don't have that killer instinct. See, that's why he lost in 2011, because you didn't have that killer instinct. You should have never lost. You lost to a Mavs team that damn near had all bench warmers and goddamn motherfuckers about to be out the league and shit. Like, it was just crazy when LeBron lost in 2011. Jordan would never do no shit like that. He would dominate the whole damn series.
Most MVPs and Finals MVPs trophies combined, 11 total. There's a legit argument Jordan could have easily won 2 or 3 more regular season MVPs. The year Magic Johnson won it in 1990, Charles Barkley in 93, Karl Malone in 97. Jordan just decided to torch 2 of the best power forwards during his era in the finals. The 2 players that comes close is Kareem's 8, having 6 regular season MVPs and 2 finals MVPs. LeBron James, currently 35 years old, has 7 total, 4 regular season MVPs, 3 finals MVPs. The most NBA trophies combined, 22 total. Jordan simply takes care of business on both sides of the floor. There will simply never be another Michael Jordan.
6 titles, 6 finals MVPs, 5 MVPs. Damn, 3 All-Star game MVPs. That man was just on another level. That man never lost. And he always had that killer instinct, man. He was going to take over the game. LeBron's a pass-first type of player. Jordan is going to take over the fucking game regardless. You know what I mean? Shit. I mean, he's the number 1 all-time shooting guard for a reason. He has the accolades. Shit, he has it all. Shit, it's not even a question.
Titles, 6 finals MVPs, 5 regular season MVPs, 1 Defensive Player of the Year honor, Rookie of the Year, and 3-time All-Star Game MVP. Adds up to 22 trophies. The second most, Bill Russell, 17 total in 13 seasons. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 15. LeBron James, 14. The highest career PER, 27.91. Player efficiency rating measures a player's per minute performance, adjusting for pace. So far, the players behind him, LeBron James, 27.52. Anthony Davis, 27.5. James, at the twilight of his career, likely won't catch up. has a 26 PER in the 2020 season. MJ, the only player to win MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and the scoring title the same season, the 87-88 season. MJ, at the height of his athleticism, the NBA has never seen a player so dominant on both ends of the floor, almost impossible to win a scoring title and Defensive Player of the Year alone in the same season. Hakeem Olajuwon remains the only player to win MVP and DPOY the same year. Although a couple current players have a chance in doing so, none of those would win the scoring title as well. Matter of fact, the last leading scorer to even crack a defensive team joined the same season, Dwayne Wade, back in 2009. David Robinson's the only other scoring champion other than Jordan to win a Defensive Player of the Year award, winning it averaging 35 points a game. Nobody else will ever come close. The only player to record 3,000 points, 200 steals, and 100 blocks in a single season. 86-87, just ignore the points for a minute. The only other player other than Jordan to record 200 steals and 100 blocks, teammate Scottie Pippen, and Rockets Hakeem Olajuwon, both those guys only did it once. MJ did it twice, also the following year. After the 87 season, no one else reached 3,000 total points in the regular season. The only player to average over 40 points for multiple playoff series. Only 5 players all time put up over 40 in a postseason matchup. The others, Elgin Baylor, Jerry West, Rick Barry, Bernard King, and the GOAT.
Shit. Like, no disrespect, but Elgin Baylor, Jerry West, what the fuck is it? My camera's in the way. Dick Barry and Bernard King. I mean, but how many rings do they got? That ends the discussion right there. Like, how many rings do they got? Like, Jordan got 6. Half of these motherfuckers is not even on his level for real. Like,
all these greats done it just once, while Jordan did it 5 different times. Nobody else since the 93 finals averaged more than 40 for an entire series, even in today's era. The closest anybody came since, LeBron James, 38.5 points against the Magic 2009. I do believe eventually a player will average 40 in a 4-game sweep when hot, but doing so on multiple occasions, only Michael Jordan's capable. Holding the record for most points in the 3-game playoff series, 135 total, MJ averaged 45 points against the Miami Heat in the first round of the 92 playoffs. Since 2003, the opening rounds have gone the best of 7 and not 5, so this record wouldn't be broken. Making 53 shots in the 3-game span, also a record. Scoring 50-plus points in 8 total playoff games. MJ also holds the all-time postseason record for most 40-point games, with 38. Even some of the best scorers in Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and Kevin Durant each have one postseason game of scoring at least 50 points. Wilt Chamberlain, the closest to Jordan, has 4 of these games. Once again, MJ's in a league of his own, the only player to score 50-plus in back-to-back playoff games. Doing so in the first round of the 88 postseason matchup against the Cleveland Cavaliers, brought 50 in Game 1, followed by 55 in Game 2. Absolutely unstoppable. In 179 total playoff games, Jordan scored over 15 points every single one of those games. Nobody with that many postseason games have reached double figures every game they played in the playoffs. Insanely mind-blowing. To add to his greatness, Jordan only has 6 of these games, failing to reach 20 points, having more playoff games, scoring 50 than less than 20, almost impossible to believe. Jordan holds the all-time finals record for never scoring under 20 points once in the biggest stage, 35 total games. For being in multiple finals, I can see a superstar make...
Yeah, I did not know that. Shit, you're a walking bucket. And especially on the biggest stage, on the biggest moment in the finals, shit, it's not even a question. This man, #1 all time, great guard, shooting guard all time. It's not even a question.
1 or 2 finals, playing between 4 to 14 games to score 20-plus every single one of them. But in 6 appearances, Jordan's lowest output, 22 points, Game 4 of the 97 finals against Utah, and Game 6 of the 96 finals against Seattle, 22 being the lowest. LeBron averaged 22 his first finals against San Antonio, scoring 35 points in a half in the finals, still a record against Portland 1992. Game 1, the shrug game, 6 3-pointers. So much for his lack of 3-point shooting, according to those analytic losers. Having a streak of 632 games without losing 3 straight games, the most by any player, between November of 1990 to June of 98. After starting 0-3 to begin the 90-91 season, MJ's Bulls would never lose 3 games in a row ever as long as he was in uniform. As we've seen from The Last Dance, his approach to the games in practice, demanding excellence from himself and teammates, it is clear Jordan's allergic to losing. Amazing achievements at 35 years old. Not only did MJ become the oldest scoring champion, 28.7 points, but a champion, Finals MVP, All-Star Game MVP, All-NBA First Team, and Defensive First Team. The last player to ever come close to having all these accomplishments the same season alone, not counting their age, 2000 Shaquille O'Neal, the only box he didn't check being on Defensive First Team. Shaq made Defensive Second Team that season. In 2020 alone, some believe LeBron's still the best in the NBA, but there's a strong case for others like Giannis and Kawhi. Unlike the other greats, MJ at 35 being on Defensive First Team, simply unheard of. Nobody at 35 years old will ever come.
Yeah, that's the question right there. Even when he was 35, he would play defense. Like nowadays, none of these motherfuckers in the league playing defense. They just want to score and shit. This man was doing both, scoring and playing defense at a high level. Shit, they ain't doing that shit no more because the league is too damn soft. You goddamn say one little word. Oh, you're out the game, buddy. And what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Ooh. You know what I mean? All this crazy shit, man. This game is soft. It's shit. Man, get it back to the old school.
Remotely close to Jordan. Second three-peat in the 3-year span, 2 MVPs, 3 championships, 3 Finals MVPs, led the league in scoring all 3 years, 3 defensive first teams, while missing 0 games. Talk about performing at the highest level, staying true to himself, the fans, and the game. The whole time, there's a reason why MJ's appreciation and greatness will always be cherished. To be able to perform and dominate, even in his mid-30s, is a testament to as perfect a superstar as anyone will get. The term load management does not exist in Jordan's vocabulary. The only player in NBA history to earn more money than his entire team combined. In 1998, Jordan earned $33.1 million in salary, more than his whole team. The cap wasn't as high back then, just at over $61 million. The next highest was Ron Harper and Tony Kukoc, $4.5 mil. Scottie Pippen just $2.7 million. Talk about being underpaid. As much as the players make today, we will never see another player as marketable and dominant as Jordan's earnings during his era. MJ's also the only player to score over 40 at age 40. During his final season with the Wizards, was originally the oldest player to score over 50.
Yeah, because on the Wizards, you didn't have nobody on his team. Like, he was the only person on his team, but he was still putting up numbers. Like, shit, I mean, he's an all-time great. I mean, shit, you can't take away what Jordan did. 43 points. Shit. Nah, that's crazy, man. That man was putting up numbers in the Wizards, and the Wizards was ass. They didn't have nobody on his team with him. So shit. Nah, that's respect, bro. I respect Jordan, bro. All-time great. Shit. He paved the way for Kobe and the rest of them other guards.
In the game at 38 years old, broken by Jamal Crawford in 2019 at 39. It's clear there will never be another 40-year-old as good as Jordan was at that age. Those were 23 records held by the greatest player of all time, whose records will remain in the history books forever. Although there were many other Jordan records to never be broken, I only have room for 23 today. What's the craziest Jordan record in your opinion? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love
Shit, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Nah, Jordan is an all-time great. There's a reason why. Shit, undefeated in the NBA Finals. Never went to a Game 7.